that you'll notice is that there's these really light glands here, and then there's some dark glands over here. So there are some of these light glands over here. They kind of look like these little blobs. In reality, they are going to make a little pathway. So what you're going to get are some of these little glandular structures that do this. And they'll form, guess what? More of these little tunnels that'll come out to the top. So there's cells that make up this guy too. There would be a muscular strip right here. What tunic would this be? Right here. It's the submucosa, yeah. These glands, guess what? They're called submucosal glands. Really creative there. Where are we again? Okay, which part? Duodenum, right? The stuff that the duodenum is receiving is acidic or basic?
Basic.
Very, very acidic from the stomach. Remember the acid chyme, right? Most ulcers actually form in the duodenum and the stomach. Now, the submucosal glands want to protect the duodenum. So are they going to produce something that's acidic or basic to neutralize the acid? To neutralize the acid, you're going to try to produce a basic thing. Yeah, these guys will produce a very alkaline mucus. Yes. So these have like a couple names. Duodenal glands, or even Brunner's glands. Same thing. Just don't call them Fred. Okay? So submucosal glands, duodenal glands, Brunner's glands, their big thing is to neutralize that acid chyme. Acid is pouring into the duodenum from the stomach. You want to burn a hole in your duodenum, let's neutralize them using an alkaline mucus. All right, so that's these guys. And then here, what do you want to call that muscle layer? Again, it's that muscularis mucosa. Like so. And notice how this pathway was really similar to this pathway right here. Does that make sense? We call this the gastric gland, right? This is not in the stomach anymore, so make up a name for me. We're going to use that name, okay? So this is the intestinal gland. The other name that they use for this is the crypt of Lieberkühn. What do you want to call it? The intestinal gland is totally acceptable, all right? So when they first saw this, let's call it the crypt of Lieberkühn, named after Lieberkühn, okay? But now, forever, intestinal gland. Gastric gland in the stomach, intestinal gland in there. What does the intestinal gland receive? It basically receives the alkaline mucus from the duodenal glands and pushes that mucus out, okay? So the mucus will then go in here. What do you want to call the space between the villi? There's no name. I was just wondering if you guys had a name. Okay. So yeah, in the stomach, it's the gastric pit. There's some space there, okay? So don't make up a name. Are we good?